Break out those UGG boots and warm up your pumpkin spice lattes, because in this video we're going to try and find some winning products for the fall season. What's going on, guys? It's Jack from Keylitic, and we are having another episode of niche hunting. And if you guys don't know, in this YouTube series we try and come up with some winning product ideas or some winning product niches when we have absolutely no idea what we want to sell. So you're going to watch me brainstorm. We're going to try and find some products. This is all totally unscripted. This is all raw. So maybe we find some cool things, maybe we don't. We're going to find out together. Let's do it. So depending on when you're watching this video, it's either late August, early September, sometime around then, when this video will be relevant to you anyway, that is. So we need to try to think about what kind of products we could be selling that maybe if they're not going to be super popular right now, you know, this week, let's at least start thinking about a couple of weeks in the future and we can start maybe prepping some ads. So I was talking with a customer and they were actually asking me about some fall products. And I started thinking about that. I was like, you know what? Fall is a little less than a month away. But I know around the rest of the world it's called autumn. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and see if we can find some products that would be really nice around the fall/autumn period. Now this is going to be generally towards the U.S. market. So, you know, when the leaves are changing on the East Coast and on the West Coast when nothing is changing because it's just constantly warm here all the time. But no matter where you live or what's going on, we're going to try and find some autumn products together. Okay, so you can see I went and searched autumn on Keylitic. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't type fall and I typed autumn, fall itself is a very short keyword that could have a bunch of other meanings. So like, for example, fall, like if you fall and trip down the stairs, there's just things where the Google Trends graph might not quite understand and your results aren't going to quite be as accurate. So I always try to find the most accurate description of that, of that season or of that thing we're trying to find. So we look at our trends graph, we can see that while yes, it's at a 43, so it's not at that 50 or above that I'd like to talk about. You can see the reason I would continue searching this is this time last year you can see it hit 53 and then bam, within about 2 weeks it really took off and was at its peak. So that makes sense, obviously, right? So we have, from what it looks like, yeah, it looks like you have about a month of peak selling time, maybe a bit longer. You can see around Halloween. So we have about September, October, we have about 2 months, I would say, where we can really capitalize on this niche. And so we want to try to get ahead of that curve. So when that buying season really comes, we've already had those ads, our pixels are seasoned, and we're really ready to kick some ass. So let's just kind of scroll through and see what we're seeing for autumn. So I spent a bit of time scrolling through here, and what I noticed was I'm seeing a lot of decor or decorations for people's houses. So people really love to spruce up their houses, especially in America with the falls coming. So whether it's getting pumpkins and putting up leaves all over their house and wreaths and doing all these things. So we're going to try and see if we can find any products that we could drop ship around that. One keyword that I saw popping up a lot was candle. So let's just kind of confirm, and I'm going to type candle and see how many times it pops up. So 9 times. So let's try to analyze this candle keyword to see if there's any opportunities here. So we have Yankee candles, candle holders, which I think is something I might want to look into. More Yankee candles, wreath candle, unity candles, leaf candles, autumn candle. Okay, we get the idea. So I'm going to see if we can find some really cool products around these candles, but first of all, we want to even see if there's any demand in that candle niche. Okay, so I looked up candle on Keylitic, and its current score right now for shopping is a 48. But again, let's look at the trends this time last year to see what we can expect. So around this time last year, you can see it was about a 50, but look how it just steadily kept increasing, and then we had a little bit of a dip here, but then it really started to go way up, and this runway really led us all the way through early December and didn't really die down awfully until around probably the start of the new year. So while we were originally going to start to look at some autumn products, because of that, we started seeing candle pop up a lot, and we looked at candle. We've now found a niche that can last us a long time, up through December. So this is a great way of really using Keylitic to try and stack interests and niches on top of each other, because now we found yes, maybe we originally thought about selling in the autumn category, but now we've determined maybe we actually want to sell candles or something in the candle niche anyway, and that lead time is going to be a lot longer. So let's do some product research on the candle niche. So as a recap for those of you who don't know, Keylitic scrapes data from Amazon, AliExpress, eBay, and more, and collects all the keyword data we can find and ranks the demand for those keywords and those products on a 1 to 10 scale. We can use that to try and determine which products have the most demand to increase our odds for success, and then use those keywords in our product listings. So we're just going to scroll through right here and see if we can find anything. Candle warmers, candle wicks, candle lighters, candle wax, candle making supplies. So this is a keyword that I think could have a lot of potential because there's a lot of upsell and cross-sell opportunities with candle making supplies. So yes, maybe you have the wax or you have the molds and things like that, but then you also have your fragrances and you have wicks. There's a lot of different things you can use to really bundle something like that. So that's something I want to take a look at. Candle holders, I think, is something else that can have potential because a lot of people obviously need holders for their candles, but that's a product that potentially could have a lot of unique things around it. So maybe it's a candle holder that is looks like a skull, or it's a candle holder that looks like, you know, something funny or something that you could put in a niche, like a unicorn candle holder. I don't know if something looks like that. We're going to find out. So you can scroll through in here if you have Keylitic for yourself. There's hundreds and hundreds of different options and very high Keylitic scores. For the purpose of this video, we don't want it to be too long. We're going to try and look at some candle making supplies and some candle holders, those two specific keywords specifically, and let's see what we can find. Okay, so we're going to start with the candle making supplies. We're going to look that up on AliExpress. Let's see what pops up. And while that loads, I also want to look up candle holders. I honestly, truthfully think candle holders will probably be the way we wind up going, so I think that's where we're going to find a lot of really cool things, but we're going to find out. Okay, so as I'm scrolling through, non-surprisingly, I'm seeing a lot of materials that can be used to make candles, whether it's wicking or molds, things like that. I'm also seeing some wax. What I would recommend you guys doing is probably finding some suppliers in the US, some dropshipping suppliers, who might be able to drop ship some things for you, like maybe some wax, some wicks, some materials. See if you can partner with some reputable brands who can really make your shipping time shorter, but really just use this to get an idea of some things that are really popular. I'm seeing a lot of molds. As far as dropshipping from AliExpress, I think candle making molds is something that's really interesting, so not so much the whole supplies as a bundle together. So I'm going to look at candle making molds and see if we can find some interesting stuff. So yeah, like a sleeping angel, there's what is that, like an artichoke? I've actually seen that in stores before. There's a lot of really neat things here. What's really cool about this too is molds in general can just be sold in so many different niches, which is why I like them. So if you saw in our product research masterclass series, we had a grenade mold which can be used for ice and soap and things like that. So yes, maybe for soap I could sell a mold like that to the soap industry or the soap niche, but I could also sell it because it's a grenade to people who are into the military and things like that. And so it gives you a lot of flexibility to hit a lot of different markets, which I like. So molds are something that's really cool, but now we're going to try and take a look and see if we can find any cool candle holders. Okay, so literally the first listing on candle holders I think could be a winning product, something that's really cool. It looks like it's some kind of electronic candle holder. It might not even actually be for real candles because there's electricity involved, so I don't know how well that would play with fire. So let's actually take a look though and see what this is. It's Electric Smart LED candle. It's flameless, it's scented, it glows in different colors. It looks like it can pair with a smartphone. So this looks like a product I would 100% definitely want to test. You can blow it on and off. Okay, we absolutely found our product right away. We're going to try and really quickly see if this product is being sold and if it's saturated already, because we definitely want to check for saturation. But just based on what we were looking at, this is such a cool product that has so many features. It's so cool. Now, normally, I would not be a huge proponent of selling products that have tech capabilities because you don't know how great they work, but it looks like there's a lot of really positive feedback on this product, which is nice. We're going to have to do our due diligence, of course. We're going to try and see if we can find anything on it. But this just has so many features that would play really nicely on a video ad. All the pictures, though, on this suck. So what I think I would probably do is maybe even order it take some better pictures of it, do some video ads ourselves. But this product right here has so many of those things that make it look like it could be a winning product. So it's not even a real candle like we were expecting. Again, we weren't even expecting to find something like this. I had no clue I was going to find something like this. So what we're going to want to do, though, is actually check to see if it's saturated, and if it's not, then we just found a huge winning product. Okay, so we're going to do a quick check on Facebook just to see if this product is saturated and possibly what's going on with it. So what we're looking for with saturation is we're looking for ads that have an incredibly high amount of views, or if they've been shared recently on any viral accounts. So it's looking like I'm seeing this one account called whatever it is, mypow.com. Looks like they're talking about it a lot. I can also see, yeah, here they are right now. So this product is pretty old. You can see that these were from 2014. So that is one thing that I don't love about this product, is it's a bit older. It's on the older side. But from what I'm seeing, there's really not that many shares around it, so it's not super saturated. That could also be a red flag, because it could mean people are not that interested. But if we go back to our listing here, we can see that it does have almost 500 orders within the past 6 months, so people are buying this product. So we can also try to get a good idea of how saturated the product is just from looking at those AliExpress orders. We can also go to the transaction history to see how frequent those orders are. But generally, I do like this product. There's enough orders to determine that it is something people would buy, but we went on Facebook and we didn't see it was super saturated. It wasn't a product that had millions of views and hits already. So this is our winner right here. This is a product I would absolutely go ahead, try and test. See if you can find some better Facebook pictures for it, though, for your ads, maybe some videos that you'd want to do. This is a product, though, it just has so many features. It would play really well, like I said, on a video ad. It's something you could really ham up. It's also something you could probably sell at a huge price point. So right now it's being sold for $8.80 at wholesale. This is something you could honestly probably sell for like $40 or $45 a unit. Maybe even bundle, do 2 for $50, something like that, where you could really get a nice chunk of money. You don't want to be selling products where you're not going to have a huge profit. It's not worth your time. This product for me hits all these checks I'm looking for in our perfect winning product, and we got it. Okay, so the last thing we need to absolutely do is start thinking about some of the keywords we're going to be putting in our product listing. Why are we going to be doing that? It's for SEO. SEO is search engine optimization, which is a very fancy way of saying if we want Google to find our website for free, so we don't need to pay for ads, we need to make sure we have a lot of keywords on our product pages and on our website. I have an entire video about this in our product research masterclass, so I won't cover it too much here. But we're pretty much just going to start looking for some keywords that have both high and low Keylitic scores. It doesn't matter, but we want to make sure we're collecting all of these keywords if they make sense and put them in our product descriptions and in our titles and in our alt tags. So we're looking right here. LED candelabra light bulbs. That's something we can probably put in an alt tag. LED candles with timer. That was a feature the product had. We want to make sure we're putting that keyword in our listings. LED candles flickering. Tea lights outdoor, so that's another market we could possibly use, selling to people who have a patio, and this would be great for them in that way. That's another great thing about Keylitic. We can get an idea of what kind of target markets we should be selling to. LED candles with remote, that is a 9.1. We absolutely want to be making sure we're using that. It's a set, again, so people are looking for LED candles to be bought in a set, so that plays up my hypothesis even further that we could sell 2 or 3 or 4 together and really make sure that we're upselling in a bundle. We could really make sure we're increasing our average order value that way. So there's just so many different things that we can put into our keywords. So really make sure you're doing your keyword research effectively. You collect all these keywords and you're putting them in your product listing so you can be found on Google and get free traffic. What's better than free traffic, am I right? Alright, so that's going to wrap up the video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, whether you're coming from Facebook or YouTube, wherever you may be watching this. I really appreciate it. Now, this is a free winning product I'm giving you that I really think you should try and test out. Take some of the tips I talked about, and I think you're really going to be able to sell this product for a very nice margin and a very nice profit. So, if you like content like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, make sure you join our Facebook group or like our Facebook page. There's going to be links to all that in this post and in this video. So, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one.